It's Sunday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today.
And this is the longest running daily show on the planet. Mark inspires live 1,518 days in a row. And tonight, it's movie night. So where else are you going to go on a Sunday night than here on the show? The longest running show. Joanne's in the back doing a Weezeroo. And of course, we have Zabrask. He's about to hit us with a woohoo for the 1,518th time in a row. How's everybody doing? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you were able to catch Shark Tank yesterday. My first episode of Shark Tank premiered on YouTube. I could potentially play it for you guys tonight because I did just upload the final version. However, I was thinking about playing you the Johnny and Amber Fairy Tale Nightmare movie. It's my 6th feature film. It is on YouTube. And I'm going to probably play that. It's 52 minutes long. I will flip the screen on TikTok. But you guys should join me on YouTube. This is the longest running show on the planet, 1,518 days in a row. And they don't let people know I exist, but TikTok is starting to let people know. And thank you very much, TikTok. My latest video, or one of them from a couple days ago, is at 1.1 million views. So I want to thank TikTok for finally letting the cat out the friggin' cage. I've been here for 4+ years every single day just putting out positivity, live commentary on the world, and songs about society, and movies that should make you get away from it all and laugh for a little bit. It's live stream of consciousness comedy. We have 6 feature films, like 3 or 4 being worked on. And tonight we may film a 2nd episode of Shark Tank, so don't go anywhere. But we're going to absolutely watch one of these feature films, or at least pieces of them. Oh, goodness. I got Zabrask. He's right here, ready to give us a woohoo.
There's something to live for.
Zabrask, drink your yoo-hoo so we can get to the woo-hoo.
Design for it, yeah.
So how's everybody doing? Where are you coming in from on TikTok? Leave a comment below. Smack the freaking screen. The more you do that, the more people can come here and join us and be a part of the magic that takes place here every night of existence. I mean, every night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Rumble. If you don't like YouTube, hit Rumble. You don't like Rumble, hit YouTube. You don't like either of those, you could go to Facebook. Good luck finding me. I've been live there for freaking 4+ years. Like, 2 people see the live feed. They don't let anybody find me because I'm Zucker-chooched over there. But you could just check it out. Just type in Mark Pires and see if you can find me. Anyway, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. One Shark Tank is enough. Trish, you're hilarious.
Give me more.
It was a lot. It's a good episode, though.
So many perfect ways to spend your days. It hit me. Whoa, there's something to live for. Yeah. There's something to die for. Yeah. There's something to live for. Yeah. There's something to die for. Yeah.
Can I get a woohoo? I'm going to throw it to you now. Woohoo! 1,518 days in a row of that right there. A woohoo. Really not much better than that, you know? Like, I mean, there is, but maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing well. This is a Sunday night movie night. And yes, I'm not really sure how it's going to go, if there's going to actually be any live comedy, but I do want to start something, at least to play something that we haven't seen in a bit. And I already queued it up. It's called Johnny and Amber, the Fairy Tale Nightmare. I'm going to flip the screen so TikTok can watch, although they should head over to YouTube to see it. And I'll leave a little note about that in a moment here. But this right here is Johnny and Amber, Fairy Tale Nightmare. Welcome to Movie Night. All rise for the Honorable Jackson W. Pettibone III. Please be seated. Today we gather to discuss the private testimonies of several individuals who will not go on the public forum.
You guys can head over to YouTube in order to see
They shall
this. I
not
can't
be
hold it.
scrutinized
and they shall not be villainized. They shall, however, deliver their testimony for you in kind. There shall not be any recordings of today's events. This will be a black tie affair. Black box. We're going to put it in a box and going to hide it. Nobody will ever know what was said, who did what. Just the jury. The jury will listen in and decide what they want to decide. But there shall not be any recordings of tonight's events. Today's events possibly, but not tonight's. You know, we do the special event at nighttime. Without further ado, I believe the floor is yours.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a very controversial witness, Your Honor, because it was very hard to track him down, and I know that they're going to give me a hard time over here, and they're going to say, oh, I object. Why do you object? This is the guy that Johnny Depp got all of his goodness from. You know what I mean? Like, he's there. He's got piles, Tony Montana style. Your Honor, I think it's important that we bring, you know, Johnny's guy. You know, he may be a little filthy and gross, and he's got an attitude. You know, I think that at the end of the day, we may be, you know, in a worse position afterwards than we started. He's the type of guy who takes away instead of gives. But we're going to get him on the stand, and let's see if we can get some information about Johnny's drug habits. I'm sorry? Yeah, no, he's, this is his dealer. Your Honor, we call Dusty Fredericks to the stand. Mr. Fredericks, could you please put your right hand up and your left hand on the Bible? And I want you to repeat after me. I will, Dusty Fredericks, only speak the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And you have to say it with the same inference. You're not allowed to say it like just like you have to literally have to say it the same emotional integrity that I just laid it out there for you. So go ahead, Dusty. We're waiting. Oh, yeah. I swear to say the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That's what I'm gonna do over here. No, not quite good enough there, Dusty. I think you could do better than that, okay? One more time, just so you know. I, Dusty Fredericks, shall speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. You hear that? What I did at the end? I say, God, you got to almost come down to a whisper. You're starting normal. You're saying, hi, I'm Dusty Fredericks, and I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. You got to go there at the end. Give us some emotional, like, go there for me, Dusty. Let's go. We're on it. I'm sorry, Your Honor. This is on Dusty, you know. You want me to say it? Okay. I swear to say the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You know, that'll do, Dusty. That'll do, okay? Let's just get into it here, okay? It's important that we get into it and that we get this on the record. Could you please share with us how you know Johnny Depp?
My name is Dusty Fredericks. I'm Johnny's guy, I guess you can call it. No.
Can you please, I guess, just clarify when you say his guy? What do you mean by his guy?
Oh, his dealer, I guess you would say. Oh, Johnny needs stuff, and I'm the guy. I gotta go out and I gotta procure, you know. Oh, today I need 7 pounds of crack cocaine. I'm out there doing it. I'll show it up. I'm bringing it to him. Oh, well, thank you very much for the crack cocaine. Here you go, Johnny.
And how many years have you been a drug dealer?
Oh, I guess it's 27 years now.
And if someone was out there and they needed to procure some, you know, some sort of illegal substances, what would you consider to be your territory?
East side Chicago. I went to down to Florida, and then I made my way out to L.A. I'm down there doing the thing now there in L.A. You know, look, there's never been a guy like me before in L.A. When you go to LA, they're like, oh, you want to grab some weed? I can get your weed for you. That's not how I play. No. I'll get you a freaking weed, all right? But I'll also give you a pop in the mouth, if you get fresh with me at all. So, look, Johnny calls me because I'm the guy, okay? And everybody knows I'm the guy. Ben also calls me. He knows I'm the freaking guy.
Yeah. Okay, but what kind of illegal substances were you procuring for Mr. Depp? Can you give me a list?
Cocaine, methamphetamines, marijuana, pills, skibbity booze. Those are also good, So I do it all. I do it all for Johnny, And look, at the end of the day, you got to understand that Johnny's an A-list star, and when you get a call and you're doing whatever, you could be out with your girl, you could be out with your best friends playing pool, and you get a call, Johnny Depp, and he needs some coke. You go out and you get the freaking coke, you know what I mean? That's just the gig,
What is a skibbity bibbity boo? Because that one sounds interesting. I don't think I ever heard about that one in the streets. But I do know about the coke and the marijuana, all those things. Heard about those, but the skibbity boos, I've never heard of that. I would like to at least just get some information here. I am trying to, do a whole. This is a back and forth process to find out who told the truth here. So skibbity boos, that's part of it. We need to know. I can't just have that out there without defining what a skibbity boo is. So okay, and can you just explain to me, when it comes down to it, how much coke would you say Johnny bought in the last, say, 2 years?
I can't speculate how much money he spent on coke in the last 2 years. But it's a freaking whale word. You could probably open up a couple banks with it, You may be able to put a couple small villages through college. The amount of money he spent on coke in the last 2 years. Yeah. Weed? Oh, jeez. God almighty. You talking about a college.
Enough for a college? Like, to put someone through college?
Yeah. I'm talking about establishing a university. Paying for the first year, for the first collegiate applicants. Easy.
To start a college? Johnny Depp could have started a college and put a full first year worth of people through?
That was just in the last 2 years.
How much money would you think that he'd spent since the beginning of your relationship on illegal substances?
Since I started selling them, geez. Football team? Yeah. No, he could have bought a fucking football team for sure. Yeah.
A football team? He could have bought a football team. Like the Giants?
No, not the Giants. No, he probably would have had to go with like the Falcons or something, But he could have got a football team since he started, 21 Jump Street to now. Football.
Yeah, the Falcons are crap. I get it. Like no one wants the Falcons. If you said that he could have bought the Giants, I'd be like, I get it. That's a pretty astonishing. But he still blew enough money. He could have bought the Falcons. It's a decent mid-level football team, and he decided against it. And instead to snort it and to do whatever the hell else he did.
You want to be a football star, Johnny? You got to go out there. You got to go out there and put your money towards the freaking Falcons. Not towards some yayo with Tony Montana. You're down there in the corner with Tony. He's there, he got his freaking yayo with Manny. Manolo. Hey, Manny, what you talking? Sometimes I could do an impression of Tony Montana.
Okay, that I gotta see.
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Could you please, for the court, share how many pounds of cocaine you've sold Johnny Depp since the beginning, since you met him, as Scarface, as Tony Montana?
You want me to do Tony Montana impression, telling you how many pounds of yayo I sold to Johnny Depp since the beginning, the time. Okay.
I think it's interesting that you have this relationship with Johnny Depp, but could you do me a favor and explain how did it all go down?
So that was May 21st, 2016, yeah. I got a call. I got a call from Johnny. And he says, we're doing a party thing. I need you to come by, bring me 50 pounds. I need you to bring me some freaking yayo. I need you to come down with some skibbity boos. If you can, get some skibbity boo boos on top of the skibbity boos, because that's the double decker. And so I had to search extra long for those, because you can't get them anymore. You know, there's like a Quaalude. It's like you can't get it no more. So I gave Johnny a call. I'm like, I got it all coming on over, you know. When I get over there, they're freaking arguing, right? But she's throwing like, you know, glasses at him and stuff, and he's just like, oh no, he's just walking around like a pirate. So Johnny's sitting there taking it. She's throwing bottles at him, you know, and I gotta say, he held back. I would have pounded her through the freaking wall, you know. You don't throw glaze. At Leon Fredrickson, whatever the frig my name was. Leon's a good name. Sometimes my friends call me Leon.
And when you were present, did you ever see Amber partake in any of these illegal activities?
No, I never saw Amber do it, no, but Johnny was, I'm assuming, not doing all of that. I don't think one guy could do 50 in a day. She must have been helping.
Objection, hearsay.
Oh, hearsay. Okay, I get it. Hearsay. I was there. Whatever.
Mr. Fredericks, if you could please enlighten us, did you ever see Mr. Depp get aggressive with Miss Heard?
Is one time, I guess, she carried a bill for like 6 months, you know. That got up to like 1.4 mil, you know. That was crazy, because like I got to carry the tab on that, you know. So I call, hey Johnny, what are we doing? What are we doing over here? I need my 1.4, and I needed it yesterday, okay? I'm going to swing by. I'll be by in an hour. You either got that freaking 1.4, or I'm taking it out on Amber. That was how we left it. I get there at the house, right? And he's like, I don't got your 1.4. And I'm like, we gotta go take it out on Amber. He's like, go do your freaking thing. You do whatever the hell you gotta do. When I heard, you go do whatever the freak you gotta do, I knew he just didn't give a crap about her anymore. I was like, this is no good. This is no good. Most guys, they'd be like, no, please don't go and take it out of my wife. Please don't take it out on Amber. He's like, you go do what you gotta freaking do. You gotta take it out on Amber? Go ahead, you go do it on Amber. Just don't come near me with nothing, okay? You go to Amber, go get an Amber. Okay? I left her alone, okay? I don't play games that way. I was using it as a freaking leverage piece, you know? And when he said, you go do whatever you gotta do, I'm like, that ain't gonna work. That's supposed to be a pressure point. No pressure, no. He's like, what? Oh, yeah, go take her. Yeah, good. Here you go. Classic, right? Classic. Takes the guy and pushes him out instead and runs. That was... This is Johnny. Oh, here, you take Amber. Then he turns and runs.
It's a shame when you're up against a psychopath. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that about your client. She's a psychopath. So, Mr. Fredericks, Leon, just one final question. If you could, or if you could not, now let's think about how we're going to rephrase this one, because I keep getting a hearsay. I don't want to do a hearsay, okay? I'm trying to say, I don't want to say, oh, that's just leading. No, I'm not doing any leading. I'm asking proper questions here. I don't need to be bothered. It's just a leading. Look, he's nervous. He's nervous over here. He's got his hands between his legs. He's looking back like, what do I do next? So, Your Honor, I do appreciate you allowing me to question Mr. Fredericks. Mr. Fredericks, what would you say the most amount of marijuana that Mr. Depp purchased from you in one specific day?
I guess 50 pounds is the most he's ordered at once before. I know it's a lot, but like, he did it in a day. Calls me back, he wants another 50, you know. Look, when you get a call from Johnny freaking Depp, A-list star, he wants a Coke, you go out and get it for him, you know what I mean? So this has been my practice. Multi-millionaire now, you know. I got a fair upcharge, 7,247%. Johnny didn't give a freaking crap. No, sure, whatever. No, but give me more, want some more. I don't know how Johnny sounds. I don't freaking listen, but I'm hooking him up, bottom line. Judge, you mind if I take a freaking sip?
A coffee is acceptable.
I tapped that with some freaking goods, you know. I put a little MDMA in there. I dropped a little MDMA in here for myself. You know, I'm here doing a testimonial. I gotta do it. MDMA.
Sir, you cannot be intoxicated on the stand.
Oh, no, I'm joking.
Would you say he has a problem with cocaine? Would you say he has a problem with skibbity booze? What would you say he does have a problem with? If you had to like list it in order, would it be cocaine, marijuana, skibbity booze? Or would it be skibbity booze, marijuana, cocaine? What order would you place the three? I think that American, minds want to know.
You know, I just want to point out one thing, okay? This guy, best client I've ever had. The greatest.
I think it's important at this time, Your Honor, that we put everybody in freaking jail. I have to be honest. We have a couple of law enforcement officers outside ready to take you down. You've been selling drugs 27 years. You think you can get away with that? You came here in courtroom sitting on the stand? You're out there talking about it? Yeah, I sell skibbity booze to freaking Johnny Depp and everybody else. And you won't even tell me what a skibbity boo is.
You know, at the end of the day, I know you needed this testimony. You know, you got everything else. You got his friends, you got his neighbors, you just didn't get his guy. You didn't get his guy. Now you got his guy.
Anyway, I think it's important right now at this point, Your Honor, to place Mr. Fredericks in handcuffs.
No, there won't be any cross-examinations.
And no, Mr. Fredericks, you're not allowed to leave. Mr. Fredericks. Mr. Fredericks, you're not allowed to leave, Mr. Fredericks. Mr. Fredericks. Your Honor, how the freak you're gonna let him walk out of here?
What exactly would you like me to do about it? Bailiff, where were you?
Right? He says no cross-examinations and you're gonna allow that? What are we talking about over here? I'm fine with it, by the way. I'm fine with it. But I know they're gonna have a problem with it over here, you know? Yeah, we get to cross-examine him though. No, I'm sorry, he walked out of here. What are you going to do about that?
Bailiff, go retrieve Mr. Fredericks. Bring him back. We have more questions.
He took off. He's like, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. You go get that guy back.
Bring him back henceforth for thrashing.
Good luck. You going to go bring him back? Okay.
Perhaps the use of handcuffs shall be in order.
That's our first witness of the day, Your Honor. We do have a second witness. Your Honor, we call Scooter Jenkins to the stand.
I'm sorry?
Oh. Mr. Jenkins, now, you are aware you are under oath. Can you please share with us how you've come to know Miss Amber Heard?
I met Amber in the summer of 2015.
Tell me about the details of your first meeting. Where did you meet Miss Heard?
I was at a coffee shop and she came walking in and I noticed she had a bruise on her face. And I said, "Where did you get that bruise?" And she immediately came and she confided in me. And she said, "I got beat up by my husband." And I said, "Are you kidding me? Are you Jack Sparrow?" And she was just like, "Yes."
And she shared that with you the first time you met?
That was when we immediately like hit it off because I had a problem with my significant other at the same time. And, you know, it really was something that we could really cement our relationship with.
And did you happen to take any photos of this incident, of the damage to her face, the contorted deal that you are referring to?
I thought I took photos, but I think I deleted them. You know, it was just so tragic and almost like I couldn't get sleep afterwards, you know? Like sometimes you're able to sleep after you have a conversation with somebody and they're going through something. But when you see the contorted face that Amber had after the situation she dealt with, I couldn't sleep for 4 days.
Perhaps we could send a recovery team out to locate the phone.
I erased those photos. You know, I threw the phone away too. At the bottom of the San Francisco ravine.
It doesn't sound like you're being honest. It sounds like you're making a story up right now.
No, I shut off the iPhone Find Me, so you can't locate it now. I'm sorry.
Mr. Jenkins, are you being honest with us about this?
That's extremely accurate. That's why I put my hand on the Bible before I started this.
Interesting.
You know, I'm sitting here, I'm telling you, I'm bearing my truth, okay? And you can't tell me that what I'm saying isn't true. You can't say that you were there, because you weren't. I was there with Amber. Right, Amber? We had a great time together. I'm sorry, you're over there. Amber, I forgot my glasses. It was a great time, wasn't it, when you confided in me? I understand she's not allowed to speak to me.
Now, Mr. Jenkins, how many times would you say you visited Miss Heard at her residence?
I guess I would say I used to come over like all the time. I came over at least 30 times, you know, after hours. I would go over and see Amber. And, you know, not the controversy or, oh, she had people coming over at night. It was just me. I'm her friend, you know. And look, at the end of the day, she needed somebody to confide in. And she wasn't getting it from, you know. He's a freaking pirate, okay? You know that, right? Like, oh, no, he was in a movie. No, he's a freaking pirate, you know. I'm sorry, but you are a freaking pirate.
Objection, hearsay.
Your Honor, I
Sustained.
how is that hearsay? How is that hearsay? I'm here. She's the one saying it. I'm hearing it.
Look, we're talking about hearsay, okay?
Why is the attorney over here staring? You know, it's kind of rude. It's kind of rude. I'm here giving my testimony, and Ben won't even give me a look-see. You know, I thought Ben was cute. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting here. I'm doing it. I'm trying to just get to the bottom of, you know, my testimony, and Ben won't even give me a look. Ben, woohoo. Ben. It's freaking unbelievable. No, this is so rude. I don't even want, can I take a break? Am I allowed to, can I take a $5? Because this is unbelievable. I'm here. I'm looking cute. I wore my special outfit today to do this testimony, and Ben won't even give me a look. The next time I got a call from her, it was 6 months later. I was at a fiesta, and I had the piñata. I was just swinging at the piñata, and I missed the first time, and I hit Julio in the face. That was the first abuse story. And then all of a sudden, I get a call, and it's Amber, and she said, "I need you right now." I took one more swing. I hit Julio a second time, and I missed again. You know, I think that I may have grazed the piñata on the second time round. but I absolutely smashed the friggin' hell out of Julio. And, you know, that was just like a side note, okay? So Amber called and she says, I need you right now. And look, when you are getting a call from Amber Heard, A-list actress, you know, like you get up and go, you know? So I got up and I went, and I just was like so excited to be there for her and with her, really. And then like that was when it got real, yeah. But look, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I'm kind of over it. Can we get into another topic?
I think you need to understand something, Mr. Jenkins, that you're going to be held in contempt, okay? Because this literal charade that you've broadcast and I guess you'd say minueted here in front of these people have lives. They don't have time to be wasting with you running through like a game of sorts, you know? This is not the Game of Thrones, okay? It's not. I know you want it to be, and you want to somehow be like the winner of the game. I never watched the show, but I'm telling you what, you can't go Game of Thrones on it.
No, I wasn't coached at all. No, I didn't get a call from Amber's attorneys. They're top-notch, by the way. They're top-notch. I looked them over for Amber. She said, what do you think of my attorneys? I said, they're top-notch. So, but no, they didn't contact me. I just did it like a secondary look-see myself, you know? And I got to the bottom of it. And I said, you know what, Amber, these people, top-notch.
Mr. Jenkins, can I just let you know that if you're caught lying, that you go to jail for 50,000 years? They take your soul. Like, you can't even reincarnate.
Really?
Yeah. You should have thought about that before you came out here, Mr. Jenkins, and you made a mockery of this courtroom. I'm here. I'm trying to do my best for my client, Sir Johnny Depp. He got knighted last time he was there. The Queen did it. And I'm here just trying to get him to, you know, to the truth to come out. This is 2022. The truth does not breathe in 2022. But I'm doing my best. Trying to get it. This one over here is talking about, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to figure it out. She can't figure out anything. She can't even open up a freaking mayonnaise jar. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But she can't do it. I'm here, Johnny Depp style. Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions. The witness is excused.
Oh, okay. I'm dismissed? Okay, good. That's fantastic. Cameras are off? Great. How'd I do? Did I do all right? All right, good.
You know, Mr. Jenkins, you could be held in contempt if you aren't being honest with us. That's perjury. You want to be called for perjury and go to court, go to jail? You want to be sent up to the freaking big leagues? What do they call it again? The big house? They send you out to the big house. Perjury? What are we talking about? I was hired by her. She hired me. She's like, look, you got to go on there, pretend you're a friend of mine, and then like you were coming over. I was over there. I was doing a bang biggity boo. You got to go over here. You give me a call middle of the night, coming on over. Oh no, we got a problem with my husband. You kidding me? I'm here to make it better. That's right. Bang biggity boo. I'll come out of freaking left field and pretend to be your friend who came over so you could cry on your shoulder. But I was pounding it out. That's what I'm there to do. You kidding me? You call me middle of the night, I'm going there to listen to her freaking problems? No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get her to forget about her problems. This guy over here. And you can't call that a perjury situation. It's called love. Okay, that's called doing it for the one you love, And yes, she's out of her freaking mind. That's why I love her, Some people don't get it. They're like, she's crazy. Don't fall down the same hole that Johnny Depp did, but I'm like, I can't. I'm bat crap crazy about this one, And so like we were doing it while she was, pretending that he was beating the hell out of her. But at the end of the day, that was me. I was there. She's like, look, I gotta try to set him up. What do you got? I was like, bang, biggity boo. We're all set to go, And then she's now suing, and then together, and then they got the payout, which she is gonna donate. She pledged it though. When you pledge it, and then it's pledged,
That was good. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just want to make sure that they get it, you know? And then you could pledge it. And that's the same thing in Amber's mind. And that works. Sometimes that works. In this situation, it worked. So look, don't blame the freaking messenger. I'm here doing it, you know? Literally doing it, you know? And then she said, come out and help me. I need it. I got to somehow see if I can get off from this deal. He's trying to sue me $50 million. And I'm like, look, you can't pay for that. You know, we got to figure something out. She comes up with the scheme. Why don't you come in and pretend that you're my, you know, you're of the opposite persuasion. So then when you come over, they're like, there's no way there's some weird stuff going on here. And you know, you are this like a phenomenal actor here in Hollywood, Owen Wilson style. And you could just come out and then pretend. And then they'll be like, great, we trust Amber, we believe Amber, and Johnny's guilty. You know, I did my best, you know, but look, you can't blame me for just looking at her, the woman I love, and saying, how did I do? You know, and forgetting that I was playing that character for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, that's normal. Sometimes you make eye contact and some chemistry takes place, you know? Chemistry takes place. And then you guys can't blame me for the chemistry, you know? What? No, I know he won't look at you. Johnny, can you just freaking give Amber a look? She just wants to say something to you. And I know you're not into the looking in her direction thing, but she's now taking it out on me. I mean, I contacted her, and now I let it all out. How did I do? Now look at this. We're here in the middle of it. I feel like a horse's patoot, you know what I mean? That I couldn't keep it together for her, to get her off of this, you know, and to, you know, frame him. We needed to frame him. Because you know he's using again. We know that's what he's doing. He's using again. We need to make sure that we can stop him from using it. So this was our way of doing it, you know, like, look, Judge, you can't blame us for trying to make sure we're really nervous and worried about him, that he's gonna go down that freaking path again. So we're like, how do we save him from going down that path? I got it. Let's set him up, you know? Bailiff, can you do me a favor and take, you know, Mr. Jenkins away? He lied under oath. I don't care if Miss Amber Heard hired you or said, I love you, just come and do this for me and we can run away into the sunset together. Because it didn't work out that way. Can I just run away? Is that all right? I don't want to be held in contempt. Like, I was here doing what I was told to do by Amber. You know, you want to hold someone in contempt, you hold Amber in contempt. Don't hold me in contempt for just doing what I would do for love. You know, I'm here doing it. You should have been a little bit more honest. You should have come out here and just been like, look, she tried to bribe me. She said, we need to set up Johnny. You know, let me go out there and pretend that you're my friend, you know what I mean? And then don't let him know that I'm really doing, you know, the tagaroo on you from the backside every night at 9 p.m. You know, and that was something that came out in the middle of your testimony. You know, and you've been caught out, sir. You've been caught out, and I think at this time the bailiff will be taking you into custody, and you will be going to jail for the next 50,000 years. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Done. I understand. Take me away. Look, Your Honor, I think at this point it's probably, I would say, suitable and appropriate to just clear this case. You know what I mean? Let's just call it hung jury. Let's call it, you know, like that there's misappropriated information. And just say that Johnny Depp wins, right? She's freaking out of her mind. Out of her freaking mind. Ah, goodness. Let's just, the testimony speaks for itself, Your Honor, right? Speaks for itself. You got it there from Fredericks. You got it there over there from the other dude. That dude was out of his freaking mind, right? He's over there talking one way, then he's pretending. Good actor, good actor. But we knew it. I thought it was Owen Wilson at first. It wasn't Owen Wilson. In fact, if you go back, the very first, they may have cut it out, but the very first thing I said was, Mr. Wilson, can you please tell us what you enjoyed most with working in Ben Stiller's project, Zoolander, you know? And they cut that one, I think, because it didn't make me look good going Zoolander on it. But he looked, I thought it was freaking, for a second, I was like, Owen Wilson's on the stand? What are we talking about here, you know? So, Your Honor, I appreciate it. I guess we lost one, got one? That's not bad, 50%.
And also Johnny's innocent. We found that out too within this process because Crackadoo over here, the weird stuff that's going on in all these tapes, right? I mean, let's be honest. If I was in a room with that person that's in these tapes, I would go out of my mind too. And, you know, I could also see that how that person would make up a lot of stories because of the way that they sound in those videos. But look, I'm not here to cast judgment and dispersions, Your Honor. That was for Mr. Fredericks to do. That was for basically everybody to do, including Amber on her own accord about herself, you know, and she pledged. She pledged. You heard it. Some people donate. She pledges. And to her, that's the same as donating. No, I'm sorry. Look, I'm not meaning to talk about your client in a disparaging way, but who pledges $7 million and then says, yes, I pledged it. Yes, I pledged it. Yeah, we know you pledged it. Where's the freaking money? It's in your account, but you pledged it? Where's the donation? Well, I use those words as the same thing. Yeah, but the money didn't go anywhere, so you didn't do it. You said you were going to do it. You did what's called back in the day an Indian give. And that's you can't do that anymore. 2022. Can't say that. But I would say that we did good work here today. We got it out of Fredericks. We got it out of the first guy, McGillicuddy, Jenkins. We got it out of Jenkins. When we brought Scooter Jenkins up on the stand, and I broke his freaking will right here in front of you, that was probably that was the moment of the day, you know. This second part with this crazy Fredericks guy, Leon, like that was just the cream on the top of the cake. But definitely Scooter Jenkins, I'm putting my freaking, I'm going to put a feather in my cap on that one. I got Scooter Jenkins to break character and show who he really was. And now he's in cuffs. He's, look, he's going to jail. 50,000 years. And, he should have known better. But he didn't read the rules before he showed up in court today. And of course, when you're up against the greatest, Peter Bishop, and he's here to take you down, just like everybody else in the path, including Amber, that's what Peter Bishop's here to do. Take out the trash. What would you like me to do? What's that, Your Honor? Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate that, and the defense rests.
As per usual, jury, you are not to watch any TikToks. You're not to watch any late-night television. There will be and shall be no recordings of today's events. I hope you hear my stern words. It is of utmost importance to keep the words of today's testimony to one's soul. Don't ever let today's words be heard or murmured to another soul. This shall be on your gravestone. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Oh, goodness. So I think it's important for you guys to know there's actually a little bit more to that movie there, and I would welcome you to watch the rest of it. It's the Courtroom Report there, news reporter, Channel 7 news style. And I think that's a pretty silly add-on part to the end of the movie there. I'm contemplating right now because I have not seen this, and I think that there's a reason I would do this. It's because towards the tail end of the show, either more people than the beginning or other people that usually don't catch the end of the show or the beginning of the show may pop on and see this, and who knows. Anyway, we did watch that, but I'm really intrigued to see how these new edits look on Shark Tank. I just finished, I believe, what's the final edit, and I added a lot of stuff, guys, what I consider to be a lot of stuff. So I'm curious to see. Let's play a little game. I want you guys to, I'm going to watch in the comments while this is playing, and I want you guys to note when you see something that's new from the first run to now. If you saw yesterday and you came in and watched Shark Tank, I want you to just point out, oh, this is a new segment or something like that if you see it, okay? Or there's also small edits. I took little things out along the way and tightened things up. little words here and there. So see if you can even find that if you were that good to see it. But this right here is my newest comedy scene, because that's what they are. They're just mini movies. Ooh. And this right here is officially, it's Moink. You get moinked. But this is officially Shark Tank, the banned episode. The Ponzi scheme banned episode, where everyone is out. I'm going into pitch right now, really nervous. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm hoping that they're excited about moinking. It's the newest trend. You guys will hear about it soon. I'm going to do a pitch in a few seconds here. But I'm really excited. I'm just nervous. This is the first time I've ever pitched like this in front of sharks. So like, I don't know if they're going to just chew me alive, or if they're going to be like, moinking is the most exciting thing since freaking hula hoop. And it is. But I gotta first go and make my case. So I'm heading in now, guys. Wish me luck. Thanks. I'll see you soon, all right?
How will Moink make out in the Shark Tank?
Hi, sharks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of Moink. What's that? Moink? What is Moink? When you get your friggin' Moink on, everybody's excited. Let me tell you a little bit about it. When you go out with friends and you're like, hey, what are we gonna do later? I'm like, dude, get a freaking Moink. And everybody's like, I want a Moink. Where do you go? 1995. Look, you have to use, we'll call 1-800 number, and we'll give you a freaking Moink. So look, that's the whole business, really. And like, who's on board? Who wants to be on the Moink train, you know? Some people are a little nervous about getting on the Moink train because they don't know what it is. The bottom line is this. Do you remember the 60s? Yeah, I remember. I know you do, Mr. Wonderful. Remember back in the 60s when people were banging it out? That's what the Moink is about here, 2023 style, because we couldn't really get it off the ground 2019, Plan Demaroo, and now instead we're reeling it back. We brought it back in, and people are getting their Moink on for the first time ever. I'm sorry, what's that, Barbara?
I find you enormously abrasive. I feel as though you don't have the capacity to listen.
No, Barbara, you can't just ask me questions like that when I'm trying to do my presentation. Okay, you want to ask me questions during the presentation? How about you let me present first before you start asking me questions about valuation?
Oh, you're asking for $50 million for 1.5%. How did you get that valuation, Mark?
How about you shut your friggin' hole till I finish, my presentation? And then you could ask your questions. And I'll lay it out for you. I'm gonna give you all the detail, Barb. What's that?
Your biggest danger is underestimating how successful you could be and what you're gonna need to get there. You need me?
No, Barbara, I'm sorry. I thought you were on like a one-on-one friend basis now. Like you're investing in Moink. And when you do invest in Moink, all of a sudden I can call you Barb, you know? I didn't know I'd be offending you in the moment. I'm sorry about that. Look, bottom line, sharks, who the frig's on board to get their Moink on? Mr. Wonderful, I'm sorry.
You may not like this offer, but I'm going to make it anyway. I would want some kind of cash flow in the form of, maybe I'd make it debt, or maybe I'd make a royalty.
No, this isn't like a debt deal, okay? You want to make it a debt deal. Look, I'm going to structure this with a debt / umbrella plan. You want to do a traveler's insurance? I don't need a traveler's insurance plan to, deal with Moink. When you're out there on the streets of Michigan and you're doing it, and everybody's like, tell me a little bit about Moink. And you're like, no, you gotta get the Moink on. And you do the dance. That's when everybody goes wild. They all want to be on board. They all want to get their Moink products. So we came out with our very first shirt. Go Moink yourself. And look, if you have a problem with that one, then you're not a moink, like connoisseur. You want to be a moink connoisseur, then you know that Go Moink Yourself is like the foray into the brand, positioning. I'm sorry, what's that, Cubes?
Just for calling me Cubes, I'm out.
Now, I will call you Cubes, okay? Because your name is Cuban, and I'm a shorter than, longer name guy. I'm gonna give you the acronym, okay? You're Cubes. And listen, all I have to tell you, Cubes, is that we're making big ducats here on, on Moink. And when you have Moink, you got money. That's not one of our other, bumper stickers. When you got Moink, you got money. Because think about it, 60s when you were moinking, like babies being born, everybody's getting moinked. Look, I'm just painting a picture for you guys, Sharks. If you want to invest in the hottest company in the world right now, getting your moink on, the valuation's clear to me. Yeah, but you guys, I know you want a little bit more, so let me give you the t-shirt number 2. Get the moink out of here, you know what I mean? And then what you're doing is you're telling them that they can't moink where they are. Like, you can't moink here. You gotta moink somewhere else, And again, we're trying to be safe moinkers while we're also supplying more moinking. So it's like more moinking, but safe moinking. So look, that's our product here. Do you have any specific questions for me as the inventor of moinking? Moink Mondays. That's another one we're doing now. There's 10% off on the website if you want to get into the Moink Mondays, routine. Look, I'm just letting you know about the kind of the specifics of our website on moink.com. And remember, this is a kind of moving product in a way, okay? Because we started with Moink, and we're gonna very quickly move over to Poink. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about Poink. Poink is for your animals, okay? And when they're going out there to procreate in order to make new species.
You are remarkably entertaining. I firmly believe that you'd be hugely successful if you did a comedy routine.
Okay, no, sorry. That one we'll leave out of this pitch, okay? You guys could ask me about poinking later. But right now we'll stick to moinking, okay? Which is the maternal, version of poinking. Listen, we're doing it right now. We are cash positive. We've made $15.7 million in the first 7 days. Everybody's getting their moink on. Who's on board? Who wants to be the next moinker? We call people who are part of the moink, let's call ourselves an organization. How about that? The Moink organization. I was gonna say the Moink team, but we're more than a team. Like, you guys bring so much to the table. That's why I'm here today. I really want a deal. I'm not here like that guy, like, oh, he's killing it. He made $15.1 million in the first 7 hours. So he doesn't really want a deal. I do want a deal. I'm here to do a deal because I need the expert tutelage from you guys, So look, I'm gonna lay it out for you. We're killing it, yes, but I need a shark in order to shark it. Like you could kill it, but wouldn't you rather shark it, which means you gnaw the freaking face off? I'm just saying that's what I want from you guys. I don't want to just kill it and then it's like, oh, it's dead. Everything's dead. No, I want it to be a constant shark attack. And that's what I'm thinking. All 5 of you, we all get our moink on together. It's a group moinking, And some people are like, wait a second, we're doing group moinking? Yes, that's part of the freaking program. Like, shirt number 3 was, if you're not down, get a group moink going. Yeah? And then people are starting to see it from that perspective. 2023. You don't tell people what they are, who they could be, who they should be with, and you can say, why don't you all join and get a moink on? T-shirt, 3rd one.
What are your sales?
We're killing on that one too. We made $747,243 in 7 seconds. Yeah. Look, when you got the most successful and cash positive business you've ever seen on Shark Tank, walk in here and say, I want to do a deal. You guys say, where are the freaking deals? Let's throw them on the table for this guy. Let's go. Let's just put them on. And then I'm gonna sit there and just read them off. Okay, look, Barbara's offering $17.4 million for 1.5%. right?
Tell us why it's a
By the way, in all
50
transparency,
million.
I have a couple of these.
Highest valuation ever requested in the Shark Tank.
Just want to be clear I heard you properly.
Guys, my valuation's clear. You see what I've done. Sales, boinking. You know? I got nothing else. That's all I know is that when people want to get their moink on, they're going to moink.com, you know? And they're putting in their order for a double moinking. That's another thing. The double moink. We're offering bonus points on the first moink. And then when you put it towards the second moink and you pay the difference, double moink situation, you know? Look, that's just like the ultimate. If you can get a double moink, you know, then like everybody is excited. They really want to, you know, start telling their friends. They start buying apartments and like, you know, painting rooms because of the moinking. They're hopeful that maybe that's going to lead to more, you know?
What problem is it actually solving?
Guys, this is how we bring the world together. By moinking. So I don't think I could tell you any more about moink than I've done so far. So I appreciate you guys, and at this point, I will take questions. Sharks, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mark Pires. I am the inventor of moink. You may be saying to yourself, what the frig is moink? I'm going to tell you all about it right now.
It's one of the worst ideas I've ever seen. I'm out.
Mr. Wonderful, how could you be out before I even said, I didn't even tell you what the product was, and you're getting out already? Mr. Wonderful, you may be like a moinker. You don't even know if that's our, you know, thing. When someone's into moinking, we used to call them a moinker. And if you're not a moinker before I even get through it, you know, like I'm here, I'm trying to do it, give you the pitch. You won't even let me get through a pitch before I'm out. I'm Mr. Wonderful, I'm out. You're not so wonderful if you can't even let me finish my pitch first. What's that?
You guys are on top of the world. You were dominating.
Oh, Cuban, I appreciate you over here giving me cubes. Good guy. Listen, I'm going to tailor my speech directly to Cuban because I think I'm kind of pissed off now, Mr. Wonderful. I don't even want to look in your direction. All right? I'm doing it here to Cubes. Cubes, listen. Moink You is our first like go-to product, you know, when people are out on the streets and they're like just trying to get the brand awareness, you know. We have these t-shirts and the first thing you see is Moink You. It's just creating conversation. I know you know what that's like. Social media style. You want to create a conversation with your clientele in order to build the business. Now, of course, our customer acquisition cost is less than $1 because everybody wants to get moinked. And when you're doing a moinking type of deal with the Sharks, maybe not Mr. Wonderful, but again, Cubes, moinking, you know, listen, you should bring it up at a Dallas Mavs meeting. Guys, everybody ever heard of moinking? Have you guys been doing a moinkaroo? And then everybody's in, you know. You get a, not a controlling, you know, share, but you get a 1.5% of the business. Yeah, that's big money right there. Big money. But listen, I wanted to say something first of all, Barbara. I don't really appreciate the way that you just come to your valuation of the moink business without, first of all, hearing me out of why I think the valuation should be what it is. You know.
Not for a second. But here's what we see again and again on Shark Tank, which always disturbs me. It's your approach to business, right? I see you as a cautious, respectful, intellectual guy, very bright, assessing, analyzing, but you forgot to take it out to market and see if there's even a demand there.
I can add a lot of value here, bringing this into my portfolio and making you a Shark Tank company.
Mr. Wonderful, with your stupid little like, you know, I always noticed you do one of these, Mr. Wonderful, in every single picture. You have something, secret society stuff you want to tell us about? I'm part of a Testavan. Yeah, we know all about you. It'd be a shut up. But what about, are you part of like Illuminati? Like, what do we do?
Ah, look, at every photo, I'm like this.
Yeah, we know what that means. Listen, you're out anyway. I don't freaking care what you think of me with your Illuminati ties. Okay, look, guys, let's get back to brass tacks, okay? Moink You. The first product. Second one is Go Moink Yourself. That one, we went gold, platinum, double digits. You know, when I got a call from the supplier and they were like, we can't, we don't even have any more fabric for this. I had to question them. I pressed them. How could you run out of fabric for a moink? You know, like people want to get moinked. So let me get back to this because Barbara, I know you're on freaking bated breath. You can't wait to learn more about moinking. Now, it is a process that involves your libido, first of all. You know, I know that you're lacking that, Mr. Wonderful. You know, you were thinking about getting into women's sports. We know, 2023. But look, Mr. Wonderful, that's you, okay? I'm still working with cubes. I'm still working over here with Barbara. Barbara, let me ask you a question, if I'm allowed to ask questions of you guys. Like, you're here asking me questions. I want to ask you questions. When's the last time you moinked? You know, I'm here. I'm doing the moinking. I got the t-shirts. Go moink yourself.
I probably need this product more than any other woman on earth. I haven't had a sexual thought in probably 30 years.
And you can't even, like, tell me why moinking is, like, not the best thing since Wonder Bread? You know, 62, 5 cents a freaking loaf. And now you're talking about my valuation. Inflation. Look, remember, when you have an inflationary tactic, and it has to do with Wonder Bread, but you're getting moinked? You know? I mean, look, you could say negatively, I got moinked, but like, don't you want to get moinked, Barbara? I mean, like at a certain point, maybe you're just not into it anymore. You're just like, I'm over getting moinked. But right now, this is a moinking situation. We're here doing a Shark Tank. Yeah, I know Kevin's here. He can, you know, we'll turn him in the other direction, Barbara. Okay. If you don't want to get your moink on, just because freaking Mr. Wonderful is here. What's that? No, you're not wonderful. I was joking. Didn't you see me do air quotes? Cubes. You saw me do air quotes, right? What is he talking about? I am wonderful. No, I was joking with you. Sarcasm. Yeah, Mr. Wonderful is like literally sarcasm. Everybody's laughing at you, Mr. Wonderful, not with you. Yeah. What's that? No, I don't care if they're laughing at me. That's the point of this, you know? No, Cubes, he's just being a jerk, okay? I get it. I'm the butt of the joke. You know, maybe if you guys were throwing deals at me instead of freaking complaints and more obstacles. Oh, what were your sales in 2019? We had the Plan Demaroo. You know, what did you want me to do during the Plan Demaroo when everybody can't get out there and moink? You know, there's no moinking when you've got to be social distancing, you know? Oh, sir, your business, how's it doing? Are you flourishing? No, I got to call the SBA. You got to help me out. I'm here. What's your business, sir? Moink. What's that about? Go moink yourself. You haven't seen the shirts? Oh, yeah, no, I did see that. Right? What's that, Cuban? No, Cuban, look. You want to have controlling interest in the company? You got to pay big bucks, you know, or you can go moink yourself. You know, that's shirt too, remember. And if you're not going to be an investor in the company, you could at least be an investor in the company by purchasing a Go Moink Yourself shirt. You know? What's that green dress over there?
I think that the businesses that do really well right now are those that have a purpose.
You know, I appreciate your green dress. I do. It's nice neon green. That was a choice. That was a choice. You know, I wouldn't have gone with neon green. Like, you know, that's just me. Look, again, I'm here. I'm moinking. And I'm just looking for a partner. Like, who wants to get their moink on? You know? I mean, and again, you could be private with your moinking. This is a private business. What's that, neon? No, neon, you can't. Look, if you want to have like a taster / like, you know, let me see if I could get a product sample. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not only the product inventor, I'm also a client. Look, neon, this is a pyramid scheme. Okay, we're working on a pyramid scheme, but this one works. You know? Like, you guys had a problem with Madoff, but he did it right for a very long time. You know, he kept everybody in the dark. They're all like, I've got a lot of money. And then he just took it all. You know, that's what we're doing here sort of too with the Moink. Everybody's in, they're thinking, look, I got a really good, investment here in Moink. And then the freaking you dropped the other shoe, What's that, Cuban?
To everybody who's watching, don't buy it. I'm out.
No, Cuban, what do you mean you're out? Cuban!
I really don't know anything. Mark, sometimes your level of arrogance really pisses me off. I only say that you don't give people a chance. I wish I knew what their business was if you would let people talk.
This is the freaking deal of the century! Moink! Who cares if you're just rug pulling people? That's what we do best here. You must have missed my feature film, The Wolf of Crypto. It is available on YouTube to watch, where I rug pull everybody. What is that?
Won't want to be ya.
Well, no, I mean, it's one of my alter egos, because I wasn't going to use my real social security number for that. So Peter Bishop went out and robbed everybody blind. And he's a multi-millionaire, Peter Bishop. Then, of course, offshoring it, I dropped those funds, that's right, into Moink. And now I'm moinking it, But look, if you guys don't want to be, in and green neon, like you want to do you, whatever, But I'm going to just continue to moink the freaking business, I'm going to moink it into the ground if I have to. And if you guys don't want to be a part of it and green, neon, moink the system. Some people are like, I want to build a really successful business. I want to moink the freaking system. I moink the system. Everybody gets their moink on. You collect the profits. Bang, biggity boo. What's that, Neon? No, Neon, you won't get caught. There's no issues here. This is all above board. People are buying a control, in the company, which is just getting their moink on until they realize that it's like an Amish thing, Sometimes you're not really expecting Lancaster to come into the picture, and all of a sudden you're there. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, they're out in the freaking horse and buggy, and then you realize you got duped, But look, if you guys aren't into getting duped with the Amish, and you get them thinking like they all of a sudden got some lottery ticket and they can now support their family by moinking, and now, selling the moinking results to the public, I mean, that's on you guys. I just want to say one more thing before remember this face, okay? Especially you, Cuban, and freaking you, stupid. Yeah, I'm calling you stupid with the dumb head. Why don't you polish that freaking head before you go on camera? Let me ask, I needed to know this before Mr. Wonderhall. Do they, put a base on that stupid nog before you go out here for filming? Because you got to imagine there's a shine in that thing, Get your shine box, that type of deal.
You're a get the out of here.
Oh! Remember this face, all right? Because I'm going to be a success with Moink.
You. We're all like it.
I'm telling you, whether it was you or me or Robert or one of us, he was going to do that to somebody. It just happened to be you were the last guy. He's an idiot. He's a con artist.
Kevin, don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
Look, I went in there, I gave him my all, I told him all about Moink, and I just couldn't get anybody on board. I don't know what else I could have said. Get your Moink on, go Moink yourself. Kevin just seemed to be a real deterrent from the very top, and I just couldn't get over his negativity at the end of it. Mark Cuban, I thought he was on board, like he was going to invest. He was going to put everything he had, all of his billions, behind Moink. Because he gets his Moink on, he's got a lot of kids, And he didn't get on board. Barbara, a little frigid there, so I'm not surprised on Barbara. But freaking Neon? When Neon Lady was sat there and she's going, and she's asking me stupid questions, that's when I was like, I gotta get the freak out of here. I don't even want a deal anymore. No, of course I wanted a deal. It really bothers me. I did everything I could in there. I did it all. And I got nowhere except for here, this is the walk of shame room. I get it. I'm on my way out the door. I'm going. And then you guys are going to laugh. Oh, look, he went in here. He's going to go get his moink on all by himself tonight. No, I'm not. I got a group moink going. Okay? Told you guys about it. Nobody wanted to get in on the group moink, but that again, that's on you.
The golden ticket goes to my favorite product.
I've made you a good offer.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is the winner.
Riding all the way to the bank, baby.
You've come to the right place.
Oh, goodness. So officially, that is I guess it's funny, but I did see one thing I want to change, I think, or add. There's a couple more things I could add at the end there. There's a few more scenes where I'm basically talking and responding to myself. I could find clips for that too, like I've done for other moments in the scene. But what do you guys think? I think it's pretty. I found some good clips of the neon lady, which is great. I found her name's Emmy something. I had to search for her for a bit, and I found a couple extra good ones, obviously, of Mark Cuban and oh goodness, Mr. Wonderful. And how about that clip of Barbara, where she said she hasn't had a sexual thought in 30 years. I was like, how perfect is that to be in the moink scene? Oh, man. So I think that's getting close to pretty good. I'm going to add one little tweak to it, and then we're going to premiere it next Friday. Or maybe next, I don't know. I have to figure out what's the best time to premiere a comedy movie like that. Is it better to do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or a Sunday? I'm going to start to maybe put a poll out there and see what you guys think is the night you could watch for 30 minutes, because it's 25 minutes long. It's a Shark Tank episode. It's a full episode. So, oh man, I just thought of having like an origin story of Moink, which there's a freaking product named Moink, guys. It's like, it's out there doing very well. But we found that green screen background, and then all of a sudden now we have a comedy out of Moink. But it's a real product. So doing an origin story, I wonder what I think I saw their real origin story on the website. We were reading it the other day. But I would like to do a comedy Moink origin story, Get your moink on. What the freak, guys? It's so crazy, the silly stuff that we've created here live in the moment. But the 6 feature films, I'm working on the Grimm with the Magic Shands, which I hope to have done maybe in the next couple of weeks. We have the Donald Trump, the Trump files, which I could just drop the way it is. I wanted to put some stuff in there with some more face swaps of Trump introing and outroing it. But really, it kind of speaks for itself. Maybe I should just get it out there. We're running out of time really on that. I don't know. Maybe not. But the Trump files, I wonder if that would actually get out there if we broke it into 8 parts like I plan to do. But that is quite ridiculous. And of course, we also have Sensei Round Eye. We've got Back to the Future, Mark, Stuck on Mars. These are movies that I didn't finish yet, and we got pretty far on. Back to the Future, Mark, I have like 4 hours worth of content I have to cut down and make it sense. It's a lot of just me and futuristic backgrounds talking, and that's basically what the movies are anyway. But I'm thinking that we should also get creative and together. We should start picking up some other backgrounds you'd like to see me do some scenes with. I still obviously have the Batmark outfit, the Batman outfit. I have the Superman outfit. I'm thinking before it gets really warm, it would be probably a good thing to do one more Batman scene, Batmark scene. I ultimately wanted to have somebody like film me and go and do a scene, like walk the streets as Batmark, you know what I mean? And have kids come up and take pictures with me as Batmark. Like that would be the funniest thing in the world. You know what I mean? I'm Batmark. And I'd just be like talking to all the kids. Hey kid, what's going on? You want to take a picture with Batmark? Yeah, I'm out there looking for Supermark. You seen him? That'll be the freaking thing when we dot. Reese's, how are you, my friend? So good to see you. And we have a couple more people over on TikTok, but I wanted to just say before we finish up this show, guys, we're not done exploring the insanity. We're not done exploring the moment and creating new comedies and new ideas within the show in the moment. And then the best thing about this is almost every single movie, actually every single movie that's taken place here, started because of one little thing that happened in the moment. I happened to say that I was Bruce Lee's sensei, and I taught him everything he knew in China. And I didn't do a racist thing. It's just, round eye. Sensei, they call me Sensei Round Eye. And all of a sudden, that one little joke turned into freaking 30 minutes worth of awesome content so far. And that one I want to develop. It's like there's developable characters within all of these. Sensei Round Eye, Stuck on Mars, where I'm just kind of walking planet Mars and stuck there because I got caught on a on a SpaceX rocket that was taking off because I'm a reporter and I got a little too close. That's the bit. You got to go and see it. It's all there. I filmed it all live here, and then I almost got the movie complete. It's funny. I killed the ending. I found that perfect bit, background, everything, and when I shot it, I used a green screen little add-on, and there was an X right in the middle of the screen, right in the middle of my forehead while I'm talking and doing all this great comedy. And it's like, you piece of garbage. I can't believe you didn't notice that. But when you are all alone and Joanne's a freaking waste and all she does is wheeze and she doesn't even recognize the X on the screen while you're doing your improv comedy in the moment stream of consciousness craziness. And you make a phone call to Elon Musk, because that's what happened. I called Elon Musk. And it was insanely funny. And unfortunately, that X is on the screen. Now, I wonder if maybe I can go back in there and just paste a picture of Elon Musk in there and just make it funny because he's like there. And then you lose me and see me come back and forth every once in a while. Oh, I can make it look like it's a hologram even, where he's there talking to me in a hologram form. And that's something maybe I can go back and figure out, because honestly, that was a perfect ending. And it just, it bothered me because I filmed that. And then when I saw it and I was ready to say, okay, we got a feature film here. Here's Stuck on Mars. I'm watching it and I see this and I'm like, holy cow, it was such a perfect improv. How the hell could I let that happen? I can never recreate that exactly. I could never make that phone call to Elon Musk the way I did exactly that night. It was perfect. And it's ruined because of something on the screen. And I was like, what could I put on there to try to make that disappear? And it's just, the only thing I could think of right now is green screen photo, you know what I mean? Like overview, right in that section of Elon Musk, like smiling like that or something, and just have that there during the whole scene. And then maybe that would cover it. We're going to check that out, actually. Right after I finish this, I'm going into my video editor and see if that's the way I think it is. Because if it is, I may be able to actually finish this and get it out in the next couple weeks. Because it was done. Stuck on Mars. It is such a freaking hilarious comedy concept. I mean, just imagine this. Reporter for Channel 7 News is doing a report on the SpaceX rockets going to Mars. And he gets a little too close during the takeoff. Gets the back of his clothing caught on a SpaceX rocket. You see him take off. And then the next thing you see is he's walking planet Mars. You learn there's oxygen. He finds a cave, finds water, finds a freaking Milky Way bar, finds a Pepsi. And it's just insane comedy. And then Supermark is a part of it too, I think, right? Yeah, Supermark is a part of Stuck on Mars. And then the Elon Musk phone call at the very end. And there's some like animatronics where you see me walk up to like these Mars rovers and stuff. It's totally crazy. And it's just a silly movie. But I got to release it, just like all the other silly things we've done here. Jurassic Mark. We've done a lot of crazy comedy ideas here. And some of them we've actually turned into full feature films. And others we've turned into mini movies, 30 minutes, 25-minute movies, just like Shark Tank. It's a Shark Tank movie. It's right now at least. Sensei Round Eye it's a mini movie, but I actually believe there's about 7 scenes I could do as Round Eye, in the streets of China. I'm thinking that right now. Like we're finding a streets of China scene. Let's go look for it. Let me bring you guys in. We'll look for this together. Because I like doing this where we actually try to figure this stuff out together. Streets of China. Let's see what we got. We're going to do images in the streets of China. I'm bringing you guys in. We're going over to the... Where are we? Joanne, can you turn on the window capture and get me the Streets of China page? Thank you, Joanne. Joanne, why am I not on the screen? You're there. I'm here. Oh. Thank you, Joanne. You know, sometimes you need to thrash Joanne, you know, verbally, because she's wheezing. She's not helping the situation any, you know. But here we go, Streets of China style. Let's just see if there's a green screen scene we can have here. This is where we get, you know. This is where we find the magic. Let's look for some good stuff here. And I always can find at least something where we can make some comedy out of it. You know, that's what I'm looking for here. That, look at, there's people laying, no, that's not going to work. In fact, I think we need, oh, I got an idea. Street karate, street martial artists in China. Let's see what we got here. Because, you know, let's see what comes up. We never know until we know, until we go. Okay, here we go. This is what we need, guys. This is what we need. Tell me if you see something good. Oh, I wish I had this on a flat plane right here. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Because we need to... we need it to be on a level plane like this guy here with this stupid, goofy, like, you know, like that. That would be a good one. There's Bruce Lee. Let's see what we have here. I could probably do that one over there, but... Oh. Oh, my goodness. Could this be the one here? Oh, goodness. I think this could be the one. Let's just see how this looks here, guys. Sensei round eye. Guys, when you have a round eye deal, I'm not sure if this will actually work because I think you have to have a picture to use it. Let's see. We're going to try it. Let's go over here real quick. Joanne, we had Slick Barrier. We were going to do a secondary Shark Tank episode, but I don't know that. The Slick Barrier, what could I do with that? Yeah, we got a barrier here for your freaking slickness. Like, that's just dumb. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got here. We're going to try to pop this on and see what happens with the martial arts students practicing their bow. Oh, goodness. Can we pop this on, Joanne? It's going to be really small, so maybe pixelated. It may not work out. We're going to try it anyway. Oh, goodness. Okay. You can't hear me right now? Let's see what we got here. We are officially going to see if we can at least see what this looks like here. Do you hear me, Leisure, or am I off? You can't hear my volume? Let's just see what this looks like here. Joanne, turn my volume down. Did anybody? Is that the truth? It looks like it's full volume on my end, but what the hell do I know? So, Joanne, what happens if we do a scene here? What happens if we do a scene here, Joanne, in the moment? Huh? What will come of it? Check, 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 check. Is this not working? This doesn't look like it's working right now. Hold on. Chicken fried rice. Hello. Okay, maybe it's got to be switched to this one. Check. Can I get a little something over here? Hey, it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be this. Check. Now, there we go. And it gets and Yes, there we go. Yes, we put it yes. Oops, hold on, I'm not. I'm going to turn this down to here so we can get up full volume like that. And then I can pop this on while I throw it onto my backdrop over here. We're doing it, guys. A little scene here on a Sunday night. Sometimes when you least expect it and you think the show's over, you get into it and do one more scene for the fam and friends, you know? And all you have to do is set it up. All you got to do is set it up. You know what I mean? Let's see, we're going to move this heater for a second. All right. That's a little better. I want to be able to see my feet a little bit every once in a while. All right. Welcome, children, to your special lesson here with Sensei Round Eye. Of course, as your parents and your current masters have let you know, I am the only sensei for Bruce Lee. And, you know, excuse me, you're not bowing enough. You gotta bow more. I want to see the top of your head. You can't do like a half bow to Round Eye, you know? I'm here. I'm Round Eye. And you're there doing a half bow? Oh, Round Eye's here. Let me watch Round Eye. You're not allowed to make eye contact with Round Eye. They told you the rules before I came in today. You know, I'm gonna have to check with your master about how you're thrashed for not paying attention to the rules and for honoring Round Eye's request of not having any eye contact. Look, Round Eye taught Bruce Lee the 1-inch punch. I'm here to teach you how to protect yourself out in freaking guerrilla warfare, the streets of China. And I'm not sure if you're going to be in the streets of China, but if you are, you need to know about Kung Fu. And you need to know about the 1-inch punch. Two things I'm master of. So when Round Eye was hired the very first time by Bruce Lee, they said, Round Eye, we need you to come in and just fine-tune what is already basically a master. No. He was all right when I met him, but he needed to be taken up that next level. A level that only Round Eye could produce. At the end of this, you need to understand that Round Eye can't be seen on TikTok at the moment, unfortunately. Hold on, we're doing it. We're switching it over here. At the end of this lesson, you will know how to neck chop somebody. You'll know how to 1-inch punch, and you will also understand that there is only one Round Eye. I'm sorry? No, I know you have Round Eye. But I'm Sensei Round Eye. All right? Honorary. Takagachi. If you go to China and you go and check out the Takagachi Hall of Fame, you can see Round Eye there. Statue. I'm there with the statue deal. Taking pictures with Round Eye still. When I go there, and I actually go by and do with the statue, and I go with the statue, yeah, that's when they're all just like, can I get your autograph, Round Eye? Yeah, I guess. $5 a pop. Look, I'm charging for my autograph these days. Round Eye's got to make a couple dollars. Look, Johnny, we're going to need you to kind of stop bowing now. Kind of annoying with that freaking extra long bow, all right? We got it. You know how to bow. Sensei Round Eye says that you can stand up now. Johnny. Round eye. Maybe there's something wrong with his back now. Look, round eye only has a few minutes with you, but I wanted you to understand something. Becoming a master takes time. It takes work. You gotta be willing to do the move every once in a while. That's something we're gonna get to. We're gonna get to the move, because that's what we do after you pay respect and homage to round eye. We're gonna teach you the move that you're gonna see later on in the movie. You know, if you're not ready for someone who's attacking you, then you're just going to be taken out. And Bruce Lee knew that. That's why he was always like this, always ready to go. You know, you guys are over here like this. Oh. Someone comes up and knees you in your freaking forehead. Johnny, you know, goodness, I'm here. I'm the round eye. I'm just trying to do a class. Yeah, they paid me to come out and give you some exclusive tips. Or neck chop, round eye, you do a freaking 1-inch punch. You know, it's times like this you wonder, like, why do they bother, paying round eye? If you're gonna just sit there and bow the whole time, you know? I was really hoping to get the most out of you kids today. I was hoping to teach you a couple really, really juicy secrets like the roundhouse-a-roo, you know? But you don't want it. You just want to bow to round eye. And I get it. I'm round eye. One thing, if you want to bow while I teach you this lesson, that's fine. You could do that. But this one's very important. If you are walking down the road and someone gives you the stink eye, not the round eye, no, the stink eye, and you're all of a sudden like, I got to protect myself. I got to get ready for the fight. Remember, ha! That's the move, all right? And then from there, you're ready to go this way, that way, parry down, parry this way, roundhouse-a-roo, you know? Again, just a round eye exclusive there. You could only get, the 1995 version of the VHS tape. 86, when we did the VHS tape in 86, and I was there with Master Ty. Some people call him Master Tongue. I called Master Ty. Not the Thai, he says. And he was amazing. But he was able to neck chop faster than Bruce Lee. Taught Bruce Lee the neck chop. And then when Bruce Lee came to me and he's like, yeah, I learned this from Master Ty. I'm like, nah, that's not good. You got to do it like this. Huzzah! When you do a turnaround like this, here's the move. This is the round eye exclusive, okay? You're going to kind of face someone. You're like, hey, what's going on? And then you turn your back. You go, huzzah! In the neck chop. And then, you could tell them, you sign it afterwards. Round eye. You're supposed to sign it with a round eye signature. You don't do it with a, like a pen. You do it with a Sharpie, so it's there for life. He's going to spend at least a few weeks with a pumice stone getting it off, round eye. That's what we're doing here. When you go, you leave a freaking, like a scar or a signature, no tattoos. That's a little too far, kids. We're not asking you to tattoo round eye on someone's neck, Mike Tyson style. But we, again, Sharpie, you can do Sharpie, round eye. Look, round eye's doing his best to just try to give you guys everything you need to be ready for the fight. But I'm a little worried about you because all you're doing is bowing. I want to get you ready for the fight. Can you just like, what happens if I do roundhouse-a-roo and you're not ready for it? I can put it over your head though, because I'm master, Since a round eye. I actually have a license to kill. Timothy Dalton gave it to me. And when you're round eye, and you have a license to kill, and everybody else is like, I don't have a license to kill. Like, I'm sorry, you didn't do the work. You know, you didn't get, you know, the prominent handoff from Timothy Dalton. 007. You know, when you're 007ing it, but you're round eye, yeah, that's like when you're really on top of the world, kids. Like, really. So just remember, you put in the work. Yeah, you learned a neck chop. And then you pay homage to Round Eye signature. You know, if you need Sharpies, we have some to hand out at the door. And you know, that's our kind of parting gift from Round Eye, you know, for expert tutelage that I gave you today. You know, I can't really take all the credit, but I will. Round Eye. All right, guys, look, I got to get going now. Round Eye's got another class at 4, and they're paying me big bucks. If you guys want, though, remember, go to roundeye.com, and you could get a membership. It's only $947 a day. And when you're in there, you're getting the Round Eye exclusives, you know, the Neck Chop McGee. And when you're getting the Neck Chop McGee, and it comes in, and then all of a sudden you're like, I got it. The shipping was only $437. You know, it's a deal. It's tough when you create such a valuable product, you know, and you got to find a number that's really cheap for people to get in, you know, because they're going to get the value. They're getting the value from a Round Eye VHS tape. You got to also buy the VHS, you know, player. They can't get that in the store. You got to get it from Round Eye. It's a Round Eye VHS player by Menon. When you get your Round Eye VHS player by Menon, and you're playing it back, and it's got the lines in it, and you got to push the tracking this way and you know, now it's like you got to go that way with the tracking, and you're doing tracking that way, and all of a sudden it's like, look, Round Eye's doing one of these. Is that part of the lesson? No, it's just a bad tape. But that's part of your $947 a day. You know, we send you a backup if you need it. Only one. The third, you have to pay triple the price, you know. That's on you. You had 2, you know? Like, look, Round Eye doesn't have like an unlimited supply of VHS tapes, okay? That's why I'm paying up for them. I'm not sure if there's anything else I could impart on you today. Except if you freaking bow at everybody when you're in the middle of a fight, you will lose every single time. Okay, I'm trying to give you tutelage. I'm trying to give you some advanced knowledge. And all I get from you is, oh, thank you, Round Eye, thank you. I get it, Round Eye. Yeah. I got a statue, you know, Takagachi. Anyway, kids, I want you to practice standing up, okay? And being ready for the fight, you know? Ha! Remember, that's a very important stance throughout your entire karate experience when you're on the streets of Saigon. Yeah. And when you're there, New York City style 2023, you're ready to go. Neck chop. Oh, Roundhouse and McGee. You learned it from Round Eye. By Menon. Yeah, you're welcome, kids. Round Eye out. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when you're doing it, when you're Round Eye, you know, and you're doing it as Round Eye, changing the world, you know, one scene at a time, really, you know. Sometimes you're in the middle of doing it. Sometimes you did. Woo! What's that? No, Joanne, you can't be a part of the Takagachi. She's like, wait, I can get a statue. Nobody freaking wants a statue of you, Joanne. Right? So, guys, we have a new scene. Oh, my goodness. We have a new freaking scene, don't we? Takagachi, Sensei Round Eye. When you're Round Eye, you know, and you're doing it, and you're changing the world, one karate student at a time, imparting the 1-inch punch. that you taught Bruce Lee. Just feels good. Yeah, feels good. Feels right. You know, when Takagachi and Bruce Lee together, you know, because there's also that statue of me and Bruce Lee where they're like, Bruce Lee is only who he was because of Sensei Round Eye. And I'm there like this, I'm holding my arm around Bruce Lee, you know, Round Eye. Together we did it. You know, it's something. When you're revered in the streets of China, you know, where they come up with such an adorably loving name, like Sensei Round Eye, you know, you're doing it. You did it. And they honored you with the best name, you know. I think it's, hold on. What? Joanne? Round Eye doesn't... I don't think that's a... I don't think they were being nice to me, Joanne. Based on the search query, they were making fun of me the entire time. And they were, you know, like, oh, look at him. He's a freaking stupid white guy. Like, I didn't know. I thought they liked me. I thought they were like, Round Eye, you're the best. Sensei Round Eye. And I went with it, Joanne. And now they made you feel a fool. I feel like a horse's patoot, you know? Like, I thought for sure that meant that I was like on the same level with like Mao. Where they're like, Mao, say tag. And they're like, Round Eye. And that was me, neck chopping, you know? And all they were doing, Joanne, is making a fool out of me. Stereotypically, apparently, you know. You know, Joanne, I wish I looked this up sooner. Before I, you know, had the statue. You remember that guy who came over, he wanted to take the picture of Round Eye? At the statue, shaking Round Eye's hand? Doing one of those? He's just making fun of Round Eye. Wait. I mean, me, not Round Eye. Round Eye's not nice, I thought they liked me. Round Eye. Right? Round Eye! Doing it! Guys, I guess, like, I'm going to just pretend that Google search query is wrong. And that's wrong. Let's go check another one. Hold on. Sorry, close it. No, this one says it's also like a stereotype about white people. I didn't know that one. I thought, again, I'm here doing it. I neck chopped Bruce Lee. I taught him the 1-inch punch. Master. Because of me, they start calling me Round Eye. I'm like, yay, that must be a good thing. I taught Bruce Lee. I did everything. I just told you neck chop, 1-inch punch. Sensei Round Eye. You know, like they're hoisting me up at the gym. They hoisted me up on their shoulders. Round Eye, Round Eye. And I'm like, yes, that's me. I did it. I'm Round Eye. Only to be made a fool. You know, I'm Round Eye. It's times like this that you wish you could turn back the clocks, you know? Get into a time machine. Back to the Future, Mark, another one of my characters, where I'm back in time. And all of a sudden, when I heard Round Eye for the first time, I'm like, that's not nice. You don't call me a Round Eye. My name is Mark. I'm a sensei. Sensei Mark. I should have been Sensei Mark the entire time. You know? That's me. But when they said Sensei Round Eye, I thought that was really a positive. Hey, great job, Round Eye. You're great. Good job teaching Bruce Lee everything he knows. Round Eye. But no, they were just ripping on me.
Look, here's a guy he's not normally as good as he is. Master, sensei. Bruce Lee, I mean, again, he was like, what could I learn? What could you teach me, Round Eye? Teach me. What do we do? Done it, you know? When he reached master grade, you know, and Round Eye was there next to him, the entire village came out for the ceremony. They're like, Round Eye, it wouldn't have been possible without you. And I was taken by the moment when they hoisted me on their shoulders. Round Eye, Round Eye. They chanted it, you know, created songs. They made a freaking vino out of it. Round Eye, you know, vintage 84. You know, and then all of a sudden I learned that it was just all for jokes. They were making fun of Round Eye. I mean, Mark, Sensei Mark. It's times like this, guys, when you remember that maybe it was really from the right place, the heart, you know. And there was a language barrier. There's a language barrier. I didn't know what Round Eye meant. I thought that it was like great sensei. Sensei great. You know, I thought Round Eye meant great. Sensei great, you know. We have Liberty, thank you for your donation. Round Eye. Guys, when I was there, you know, in the dojo, and I was teaching those kids how to 1-inch punch, get the neck chop going, you know, and to do the move. You don't do the move? What are we talking about, right? You really expect the world to get it, you know. Here's a guy who put in the work. He was there, taught Bruce Lee everything. Everybody's like, Bruce Lee's the greatest. What about Round Eye? Right? I was here doing it. Now I learned today that Round Eye is not a nice name. After all this time. 55-minute movie. But this is life, you know? You can only hope for so much. Like, people will treat you fairly. Like, when you do a great job with Bruce Lee, they're going to call you something nice, not like some stereotype. And you're just, like, not with the times, you know? You think everybody's got a good heart. They must mean well when they say Sensei Round Eye, you know? Hoisting me on their shoulders, you know? Lifting me up. Round Eye, round. I can still hear it. No, I'll be okay. I'll be fine. Just, Joanne, can you take down the website? Joanne, stop wheezing. Take down the website right now. No, not the WheezyMcGee.com website. Take down Joanne, I need you right now to take it all down. Sensei Round Eye. And also the roundeye.com site too, the subsidiary. No, I don't care what you do with the VHS tapes, Joanne. I really don't care anymore. What? I guess you could rebrand them, but like all I say throughout them was like Round Eye. You know? Round Eye. You know, Joanne, I'm gonna just live in it. I'm just gonna live in it. I mean, what if? Just hear me out. Joanne, what if I just go with and I just pretend that all of it was real? Like they really did like Round Eye. They really did lift me up and hoist me up and think positively that Round Eye's like the best sensei ever. Sensei Round Eye, Round Eye, Round Eye, right? And they're like, hey, we found a Round Eye sensei who's good enough to be, hoisted on our shoulders and lifted up here in Saigon, Joanne, that's given me a whole different perspective. Double down, Joanne. Double the frig. No, did you ready? No, Joanne, see if you can reactivate the Sensei Round Eye website. Double down. We're throwing marketing at it, Joanne. I want you to double the digits, whatever you've been marketing on Sensei Round Eye, double it, and then now we're going to make a new, topic title for the ad. Ready? Here we go. Just tell me when you're ready. Okay. Do you want to learn how to be the greatest? Learn from Bruce Lee's master, Sensei Round Eye. And then here, Joanne, ... ready? By Manon. You got it? That's it! Sensei Round Eye out. I guess that's the movie right there. Guess I just finished Sensei Round Eye. Maybe we may have more scenes for Sensei Round Eye, and then that's the ending there, because learning that Round Eye is is like a racist thing, not really, it's stereotype, is the end of the movie. Where Sensei Round Eye the whole time thinks that it's a great thing that he's Sensei Round Eye, doing it, neck chop, Ha! That's what you do. That's what you do when you're Round Eye. Oh, goodness. Guys, when you're in the middle of it and you're Round Eye, creating a comedy live in the moment. That is the essence of this show. Live comedy, live music, live inspiration. This is Mark Inspires.
You got to go away.
So if you want to come back tomorrow, we'll be doing it all over again for the 1,519th day in a row. They've kept the world from here for a very good reason. We create something every day. They keep manufacturing bullcrap for you and keeping you distracted. I want to take you on an adventure every night. Join me tomorrow when we do it again.
You got to go away, yeah.
So let me say goodnight to you if you're here.
You got to go
away, yeah, 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 yeah.
You got to go
away. This is on iTunes and Spotify, guys. Just type in Mark Pires. There are 196 songs there. It's a ghost story. Barella, Bradley Smith, Kill It and Grill It, Leisure, number 7, Maudie, Jacqueline Grace, I see Renee Woods, I see Escu, Tim Jones, Trish Killian, Virginia, and We of Liberty and Freedom. Thank you so much for your donation. Amazing. Over here on TikTok, I want to say goodnight to you if you're here. Mama Barb, Lays Bonita, user 249976477972277. I don't even know what the hell that was. Glam in the house with me. I love it. Guys, if you haven't yet, please head over to YouTube and join us. We are here every night of existence. We've been here at least 1,518 days in a row at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you can join me, the link is in the bio here on TikTok, right under my photo. Or just type in Mark Pires, which I'm probably going to change the name over to the show to Mark Inspires, because my name, it seems to be suppressed, and I'm, heavily suppressed. So maybe if we just go with Mark Inspires, which is what this show is about, is trying to inspire you. So why not go with it? Thank you, Furman Vidal, for coming up with that name 4 years ago, and I didn't go with it. And I've done many other things. Mark Pires Real Talk, Mark Pires Renaissance Man, At the Brink, The Daily Grind. Of course, I'm the host of Get to Know America. You should check that out on YouTube. But I think Mark Inspires really kind of encapsulates everything we do here. It is the Renaissance Man message. It's everything. So, I'll probably change that. But tomorrow, we continue this journey into the moment. Until then. It's Mark Pires. What the hell is this? Joanne, this is what we're seeing right now. That's what you do when you got a Joanne in the background, guys. Until tomorrow. It's Mark Pires.
You got to go away right now.
And this is the longest running daily live creation show on the planet, 1,518 days in a row. See you tomorrow when we do it all over again.
You got to go away.